Yo, what's good? Welcome back to WKB Media Podcast number 3. Here with Dylan and Drew. And how about them Panthers, man?
Yeah, Matthew's here as well today. We got him on the
I'm
screen.
happy, man.
I mean, if you want, you should prop your camera up a little bit. You're barely in a little thing, but like,
Is that better?
yeah, Carter Verhago. Got that
Proper name.
Carter Verhago.
Absolutely stud. And Brandon Montour, man.
Dude,
2 goals.
What a game!
Yeah,
Nobody thought they were gonna win that series. I'm being so serious.
Oh,
Like they're like plus 350. I'm genuinely curious what the round 1 odds were.
You saw Bobby. He got an assist today. That was exciting, man. But that was, I think, the most nerve-wracking game I've watched this season.
Panthers were plus 250,
I saw a stat that the road team in Game 7s, when it goes into overtime, has like a significant advantage for some reason.
Do you have an idea why that would be?
More pressure, maybe, or maybe just coincidence. But
No, I think it's just the Florida Panthers are the best team in the NHL. I think.
Yeah, I'd probably tend to disagree on that take, but
No, I don't think so.
it's pretty outlandish.
We are the best 8 seed of all time.
That's actually very fair.
That's probably arguable.
It's probably fair. Dylan, did you see the end of that game?
I did, yeah. I'm not a big hockey guy, but when the playoffs come around, I always watch the hockey playoffs. I love the hockey playoffs. And weren't the Bruins like the best team like ever?
Yeah.
Best regular season of all time. Like 135 points on the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no one's like it.
So putting that in, like, if you relate that to like basketball terms, would that be like if this year's Heat beat like the 73-9 Warriors?
Yes.
Like, yeah, I mean, when you put it like that, for like that's like it's crazy.
And Panthers won 3 in Boston. I mean, that would be
like coming back from a 3-1 lead against the 73 Warriors.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Matthew Tkachuk's just literally going to the Hall of Fame.
He's special. He's a special player.
He got traded for Huberdeau, right?
Huberdeau, Uyghur, and 2 first-round picks.
I mean, it's a little much, but I love it.
No, it was worth it.
It definitely was, yeah.
Because, like, in hockey, like, our first-round, like, I don't even know how much first-round picks are worth.
Yeah.
Like, those guys don't even end up coming up until, like...
8 years later.
Like, 2 years later, unless you're, like...
So it works like baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much baseball.
Unless you're, like, Connor Bedard. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
I do actually know who that is.
That's Where did they play?
The number
AHL?
1
Bedard, like the draftees.
Yeah. Where do they go? Like, what's their minor league? AHL?
AHL.
Either AHL or they play in their junior leagues. So, like, Connor Bedard right now is playing in the WHL. He's playing on
wherever it is. I was just wondering where they
just be throwing HL after any letter in the alphabet.
Right. Yeah.
XFL, NFL.
No, we're not talking about football.
USFL.
Yeah, but we're not talking about football.
I know, but you can do it with any sport.
Hockey, America's sport.
You're getting the mute. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So Verhaeghe, so now you have the Panthers versus the Maple Leafs, which is it's gonna be a fun series.
I'm very excited for that series.
I think if I were the Maple Leafs, I'd rather play the Bruins than the Panthers at this point.
Yep, Panthers are rolling and they are hot.
They're
no, I don't see anyone stopping the Panthers. After this, now the Panthers know what they're capable of, and I don't see them losing.
I feel like they've known what they're capable of. It's just that now they're putting it into.
No, because a lot of people say Panthers shouldn't have been here. They shouldn't have done this.
Yeah,
they barely snuck in the playoffs, which is all kind of true, but I don't think any other team in this playoff is taking the Bruins into Game 7, coming back from a 3-1.
Right.
3-1 deficit.
They were a breakaway away in Game 5 from losing the series.
Yeah. But Bobby's best goalie of all time.
So Lion brought him there. Bobby kept him there.
Yeah. Well, Bobby's been pretty solid all season, but Lion, I don't think he's playoff ready. Came in playoffs, he wasn't great, but Bobby took over. He won 3-1 in the playoffs, and there's nothing more you can ask for.
So then you have a bunch of second round matchups tomorrow night. we have New York Rangers versus the New Jersey Devils, which is going to be a super fun game. If I were you guys, I would totally tune into that game. It's going to be they're possibly two of the best teams in the league.
Yep.
Going up a Game 7, Round 1. I'm really hoping we can get a win. That would be special. So
you're a Rangers fan?
Massive.
I'm just saying, I haven't followed hockey since I moved out of New York, really. But whoever the Rangers are playing, I root for the other way.
I completely.
That's a cardinal sin to be an Islander fan. I root for the Rangers in any case.
I know too many Rangers fans.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing I don't value opinion. You're muted.
Again.
But it's a phenomenal day for Florida sports. I mean, you can't really get better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Crazy.
I mean, yeah, bad day for New York.
8 seeds from the same state winning is insane.
That's crazy, man.
The Knicks blue. The Knicks fully blue.
Yeah.
Well, the Knicks do
That's
suck.
I mean, well, with Randall out, they just needed Brunson to. I mean, they really just needed him to do what he's been doing, and he just did. I mean, he did not play well.
It evens out now, though, because Butler is out and Randall's out.
Yeah. I don't know if that evens out.
I would not say that evens out.
Yeah.
Not at all, actually. It definitely leaves
Wait,
Knicks.
is Butler confirmed out?
No,
I don't know.
He's gonna play. He's just not gonna be as Jimmy Butler.
Game 5 through 7, if it goes that far, I think he'll be back.
It looked really bad.
Yeah. It was bad.
Yeah.
His ankle.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
Yeah,
it was Josh Hart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it was an offensive, so he knocked him down, and then Hart on the way down, he landed on the foot.
Oh, okay.
Slid into him.
Yeah. You think there was an intention though?
No, it's honestly probably Jimmy's fault for knocking him down.
So speaking of this past weekend and all this talk, so we finally I know that you've been waiting for this day. Now it's so sad because it's 364 days until the next one.
Doesn't matter. It starts right now, 2024. Ready.
So
starting.
Do you want to go through who are your favorite? Who are your Just run me through some of your favorites
for next year.
First, from your favorite picks from this year, then we'll look over it next year.
Okay, I was gonna say, what are we talking about? Early picks or late picks?
Whichever one you think.
Well, I made a tweet about the best value picks in the draft according to my big board. So we can just go through that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. If you just look at give if you ever did any team grades, if you want to,
Yeah, I did not do team grades.
Okay.
Dylan, where did JL Skinner go?
I'm pretty sure he went to Denver. And
in fact, you know that.
Oh, steal of the draft.
Yeah, crazy.
Steal of the draft, man.
Where'd he go? Fourth round?
Somewhere, yeah, I think 4th or 5th. The Broncos got multiple good safeties. They got Riley Moss from Iowa, and they got JL Skinner from Boise State.
I can't believe he fell. He was a first round prospect for me, first round talent.
We have to put JL Skinner on the Akinator.
Someone's frozen.
Yeah, that's facts. All right. So it was a complete. I mean, obviously, I made the big board before the draft, obviously, so you can't. I mean, Miles Murphy ends up being my number 1 value pick according to the big board. Obviously, if we inputted day 3 prospects in there, there probably would have been more of those. But I didn't do that big of a big board, so we just have
any bias here.
No, he did it before.
Before the draft, it's completely based off numbers. But I was actually very high on Miles Murphy. I still would have rather them go with Michael Mayer, just considering the talent down the and knowing that they didn't end up getting a tight end in this draft is kind of brutal. But they did end up getting 2 receivers. So I do think that they're going to run a lot of 4 receiver sets this year and really try to avoid that. They really don't have a true tight end because Ertz is almost more of a slot receiver.
They got that guy out of Colorado, correct? They got a guy out of Colorado?
Who? Bengals?
Yeah. Or they get the guy at Cincinnati?
The Bengals didn't take a tight end in the draft.
Receiver.
Oh, Purdue. Oh, Charlie Jones.
Oh, Purdue, yes.
To me, guys like Miles Murphy are odd ones because there's some guys in this draft that had really good 2021 years and down 2022 years, which is why it's kind of hard to grade Miles Murphy and
Yeah,
other guys like that.
yeah, those guys are harder to figure out, but you've seen guys like Derek Stingley have that type of college
Hey,
career.
Connor, I don't know if you're here, but you're super frozen.
Yeah, you are. I thought you were just like staring.
No.
No, yeah, okay.
You can just leave the studio and join back if you
Yeah,
want
we'll
to.
get Connor back in a minute. But all right, going back to the Miles Murphy pick. Yeah, I'm pretty high on Miles Murphy. I think that he has a really high ceiling, and because his concerns are very fixable, and at times it really just it was really the production in college that was not too high for him, and at times it almost felt like he just wasn't giving it his best effort, which is odd to see from I mean, I guess it's not that odd to see from a guy who had such a good 2021 year and a guy who's playing at a school as big as Clemson. And
Is that concerning to you?
yeah, it's definitely
That
concerning.
that he takes football lightly sometimes?
I mean, yeah, we can't I mean, we're all obviously making assumptions here. We don't
Uh-huh.
completely know, but yeah, I mean, it's stuff like that is it's hard to judge, but the talent is definitely there, and you could see why he was a first round pick and was once considered a top 5 pick at some point in this process.
Then you look at that Njigba pick. I know you love Jackson Smith and Njigba, but
Yeah.
honestly, I
How
think
can you not?
I don't see the boom. I don't see as much as the boom potential as you might. I definitely see I definitely agree that he could be a phenomenal player.
Why do you not see it? Like
It's guaranteed production.
I don't see the
In my
boom. I don't see the boom. I don't see him being a top 5 receiver in the league.
I don't think he could be a.
You know,
I
it'll be
would-
good though.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
It'll be very
surprised
serviceable.
if he was a top 5 receiver in terms of yards, just because
That's
of
true.
his. I mean, the fact that he's a slot receiver. I mean, we see it with Cooper Kupp. I mean, Cooper Kupp is obviously a different story because he's. I mean, the highest of highs that it gets for those guys. But I mean, now that Cooper Kupp has done what he did in that year, and even last year before he got injured, he was obviously very, very good. So now that he's done that, I feel like the NFL is going to start to see these slot receivers being able to have that production more,
Mm-hmm.
and they're
And
going
then
to value them more.
And then Christian Gonzalez falling was one of the most surprising things of the draft.
I mean, Gonzalez is a complete corner. Like, there's no way else to put it. There's really no flaws to his game, and he's an unbelievable athlete. And those type of guys, they're just hard to come around, especially at the cornerback position.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. To me, this would be my number one. He's my CB1 for sure. To me,
No,
Willis was
I
very
had him
good,
as a
but
top. He was my 5th ranked player in the class.
yeah, he's.
Well,
I thought I was so. I'm like, damn, the Lions traded back, and they were gonna get the guy that they were gonna take originally. That obviously didn't happen, but the fact
yeah.
there's no flaws. Everything he does is good.
Yeah.
Really smooth hips. He's gonna be so good. But that Belichick press man scheme fits him
Yeah,
perfect.
he definitely fits the Patriots defense a lot, and yeah, I think he's going to be great. All right, moving on to Nolan Smith. I mean, Nolan Smith is similarly hard to grade because you don't know if the way he plays will translate to the NFL level. I'm more of a big believer in if you could do it at the college level, like why can't you do it at the NFL level? I know it's much more difficult, but if he's such a good run stuffer at the college level, like there's nothing really telling me that he can't do the same thing to the same size guys as an NFL player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not. It's more difficult, but SEC is the most comparable. I would say in terms of production can translate.
Yeah, I mean you're going against potential NFL tackles every week in the SEC.
So if you look at the Philadelphia Bullbirds, now they have the Bullbirds.
So say it again.
The Philadelphia Bullbirds.
Okay, got it.
Now you have Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, N'Kobe Dean, Nolan Smith, Keely
DeAndre
Ringo.
Swift.
DeAndre, well,
Yeah.
that's not, I'm not counting the offense.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good.
Keely Ringo,
They're pretty much
Nolan Smith.
recreating that entire.
The question is, who's going to be the D lineman out of Georgia next year's draft? The Phillies going to take in the first.
They'll just make Brock Bowers a defensive end.
Might as well. He's a beast.
Speaking of the devil, you guys want to try a little now that PFF brought it out, a little way too early mock draft 2024?
Oh my god, I have no idea who anyone is in this next draft.
You want to try it, Dylan?
I would love to. Yeah, I actually watched one today.
Yeah.
I know quarterback well, and that's
all right.
it.
Yeah, Dylan, we'll switch picks throughout the first round.
All right. I saw one that had JJ McCarthy going top 5. I don't know if I really see that one.
Dude, I saw him play against TCU, and if he's a first round pick, I'd be shocked.
That's a college.
He won't be.
That is a college.
I'd rather have Shador Sanders in the top 10 than JJ McCarthy.
Watch out for Shador Sanders. Bro.
All right, you want the first pick or the second?
All right, let me go full screen here.
Okay,
The Cardinals have the top 2 picks. That's crazy. Wow. Okay.
trade back.
Yeah, I guess they trade back.
They're gonna get so much value out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teams would give up the world.
I'll take number 1.
Okay. Caleb Williams.
No. I mean,
You
Kyler's
can't.
their guy. I'm taking Marvin Harrison.
You think a receiver can go first overall?
He's that good.
In this draft, I mean, well, you're not taking a quarter. Well, first of all, they would trade down, and a team would go up for Caleb Williams.
Right.
I'm very, very confident that Caleb Williams will be the number 1 overall pick next year.
Yeah.
Or Drake
Wasn't the last receiver taken one like Keyshawn Johnson and like 20 plus years ago?
Yeah, I don't think a receiver's been taken one in a while.
Marvin Harrison's that good though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he would definitely warrant that pick. But I don't know why it says that the Cardinals need QB. But
Their only need.
yeah, the Cardinals don't need a QB and they don't need a tackle, and those are really the only 2 things that I would consider in this top 2. So yeah, I don't know where you're gonna go here. I mean, maybe like
Brock
all right,
Bowers.
so I'm gonna go.
how you are on some of these.
I'm gonna go cornerback, and I'm gonna go Storm Duck.
That is good, bro.
I know.
Maybe like a Kool-Aid here, or maybe a Jared Versey, maybe a JT Tuimoloau. Those are the
Bro,
guys.
you're already studying. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I
You're
mean,
in your bag.
those are guys that I already knew. Like Versey was gonna come this year.
Chop
What
Robinson.
about a
what
little
name.
Chop Robinson?
Chop Robinson. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these names I don't know, but
All right.
Running back right here. It only makes sense.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna go with. Wow, I'm really going down this board.
Beyond Henderson.
Bo Nix.
I'm gonna go with Dallas Turner.
Where is he?
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
he's an Alabama edge. You can't really go wrong there. All right, yeah, Caleb Williams.
The fall of Drake May.
Now I'm gonna go Joe Alt. Jake May.
Yeah, Drake May. Oh, the Commanders get their quarterback.
I totally.
By the way, this is my hot take.
Let's go.
To me,
I
Drake
see you,
May is the
Mr.
best quarterback
I
in
see
this
you.
draft.
I see you. You're back.
Oh,
There we go. Welcome back.
Do you
No,
agree
yeah,
with that, by the way?
I could. I mean, I think Caleb Williams is that good that it's hard to say. I think it's hard to say that at this point because we haven't played out this whole year. But like, I mean, in
I just
2020,
love Drake May.
I like Drake May a lot.
I see Drake May in a Commander's uniform, 100%.
I can.
Why? Just because of Sam Howell?
No, I don't know.
He makes that team a Super Bowl contender to me.
I feel like this is Brock Bowers. We'll go top 15.
Right, the Packers drafted two tight ends this year and two.
Who was it? Musgrave and
They drafted Musgrave and they drafted Tucker
Kraft.
Yeah.
All right, I think we could stop this.
No, I look. You want to keep going. Let's go.
Let's go through 15.
Let me go until I just completely stop knowing guys.
Okay.
Who did the Raiders? Okay, they went. Just go Ola Fashanu here.
Yeah, I like that.
Wait, did Joe Alt already go? No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. Okay. 8 Titans. They drafted Levis. Okay. I'm gonna go Kool-Aid.
They don't need it. I really don't
By
think
the
they
way,
need
top tier name.
Well, Rams having a
William
first round
McKinstry.
pick is not something that would happen. But
Why not?
scroll down a little.
Because they traded
They
all
never.
of them.
When was the last time they had a first round pick?
Like 4 years ago.
Go to quarterback. I'm gonna go.
Penix.
Not yours.
Dog, Stafford's the top
Ooh.
5 QB, but okay.
Jared Versey to the Bears is something that I saw multiple times, like in the middle of the draft process this year. So that's just kind of engraved in my mind.
Wait, Versey was supposed to go in this draft?
Yeah, he was.
Why did he move away?
NIL, I
Injury?
guess. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, same stuff.
Egbuka here?
Go sort it by receiver. I want to see if I. Oh, I love Xavier Worthy too.
What about Adonai?
Johnny
No.
Wilson's like 6'10", right?
Yeah,
What about God Mitchell?
I don't know. Yeah, he.
I don't.
Oh yeah, go Abuga. Abuga. All right, Pat.
I've actually never heard of Kalen King. Is he better than Joey Porter?
I have never heard of him.
Okay.
He's ranked higher.
Yeah.
Clearly.
JG
Tuimalala.
Just go Tuimaloau.
Is he from Hawaii?
He is from Hawaii.
Sounds like it.
I'm pretty sure. Falcons. Go quarterback. Go Penix. I loved Penix this year. I thought he was going to be a first round pick this year.
Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah. Or is it Penix? I don't know.
I think it's-
Wait, why wouldn't he go to this year's draft?
He was.
Is he
Why
something?
didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just way too raw. He just doesn't have enough experience. I mean, it would be like if Richardson didn't go in, but obviously Richardson's like much bigger and much.
Hey,
more.
I'm a Gator fan. I wish he came back.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
pick right
Graham
here.
Mertz.
Last pick right
Yeah,
here.
we'll do 2 more. Go do top 15, or
Okay.
there's actually 32 picks next year, so that'll be fun. Giants gotta go quarterback. I'm playing. You wanna go Bo Nix?
How dare you disrespect Danny Jones?
Let's see.
I think
I've
it's gotta be Chop Robinson.
Chop Robinson. Yeah.
This is the most scuffed
We'll go with
mock draft ever.
Yeah, just start scrolling down, and I'll tell you if I know anyone. Not too bad, but yeah.
Blake Corum.
No, he sucks.
High rate.
What?
Wait, go up. I saw someone I know.
Michael Hall Jr.
No, well, I know him, but
Johnny
someone
Wilson.
better. Malachi
Nelson.
Moore. Malachi Moore was supposed to be really good this year, and then he
Done.
just didn't get playing time. So he came back.
Alabama, man.
Same with Eli Ricks, but Eli Ricks actually he went into the draft and he went undrafted.
Wait, so what
He got
happened?
signed, right?
what
He
happened?
got to Philly.
So what happened, Eli Ricks? He just sucked?
No,
Yeah.
he just didn't get playing. I mean, well, clearly he wasn't good enough to get. I don't think they would just not play him for no reason.
Then
But
why
yeah,
was he meant to be a top 5 pick?
because he was supposed to be good. I mean, he had a good 2021 season.
And then he just didn't play?
Yeah. Or am I saying the right year? I always say the wrong year, but I think I actually meant. Oh no, yeah, 2021. Yeah.
Nice. I think at some point we have to run when it's college football season, we have to run a Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State fan podcast.
Wait, is someone here?
Yeah, I guess SEC fans aren't allowed in there.
Yeah, I'll just mute you.
Yeah, it's the poverty.
Yep, there you go. Connor's Michigan.
Oh Jesus, that's.
Poverty.
Oh yeah, you're a Lions fan. That makes sense.
Everything except for Panthers,
Yeah.
right?
What?
Every
Sorry,
Yeah,
what?
we need some Connor talking time for this podcast. Go. What do you want to talk about? Let's hear.
Yeah, how shitty the Lions did in the draft.
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Disagree.
If you want to pull up the worst value.
But
picks,
but I have to say I do trust it. I don't think anybody understands it, but I think you have to trust it because how great the Lions have drafted last year and the past under Brad Holmes, he made phenomenal picks last year. Again, Kirby Joseph in I believe the 6th round. I
Yeah.
mean, he's
Brad
made
Holmes
such great Brad Holmes. He selected.
Oh.
Brett Holmes selected guys that he wanted, and no matter where they were in the draft, he went and took them. And I kind of respect him for it, but I think we'll only know if they were good picks or not until we see him play. Because
to me, the
he has to
Lions
know
actually
something.
had a good draft past round 1.
Let him finish his sentence.
I disagree, but we'll go into that. We'll go through this, and then we'll go through the Lions. We'll go through the Lions after. So we'll just start. A bunch of these guys I actually don't mind the pick because of the fit. So, Mozzie Smith, I didn't like that pick. I'm not very high on Mozzie Smith. I know a lot of people are. He's just a big dude, and he doesn't really offer that much in terms.
He was not that impressive in Michigan.
He's like
super impressed. I did watch his tape.
In my opinion, Mozzie Smith is like Vita Vea without the Vita or the Vea.
I was
good way to put it.
Nicely said.
Yeah, that we'll end it on that.
Oh
Kalijah Kancey is a guy that we already talked about this. I didn't have him graded highly, but I think that in a sort of like 1-2 punch, which is interesting to say at the defensive tackle position,
phenomenal fit next to the Vita Vea with the Vita and the Vea.
Is a pure
Aaron Donald without the Aaron or the Donald.
So I think they both offer you different things. And I think he actually fits really good in that defense.
Right. And then you have Lucas Van Ness, who is a pure Packer, in my opinion.
This pick is kind of growing on me because I didn't. He just felt like a Packer, and then I realized that it was actually for a good reason because he can really do exactly what Zadarius Smith was doing when he was with the Packers.
Yeah, whoever's mic that is gotta stop.
Yeah, I agree. It's very annoying.
Yeah, you're gonna hit the mute.
I think we know who it is.
I don't think it was mine, Drew.
It was.
Was it?
It was.
Is it still that?
Oh, dude, stop. Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Quentin Johnston was not a pick that I liked. I think you could have picked any of the other 3 receivers that I had. Any of the other 3 receivers that.
Oh, dude! Every single time you come back on it.
I was muted. That's not me.
Oh, it's Connor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was fucking with the game.
Yeah. Johnston pick is not one that I like. But yeah, I just don't think he offers you much in terms of a deep threat because he's not there in terms of high pointing the football and he can't win contested catches. He wasn't just like bad at contested catches. Like he is one of the lowest contested catch rates of like all of the guys in this class. Like it's scary how bad he was in that because he has the habit of just sticking your hands out when the ball's in the air, and that's a hard habit to fix. It's a bad habit.
I'm sorry?
I think that's very.
Is it able to be fixed?
That's a coachable problem.
Yeah, it's a hard habit to break because it's more like instinctive.
Yeah,
but
it's a great having Mike Williams next to him. It would be great for him breaking that habit.
True.
We talked about that. How Mike Williams could definitely mentor. I just said mentor him at that, and in that field. And he's great after the catch, get him the ball in the short game. But that's really not what I wanted the Chargers to do because they have those guys. They don't.
At that point, take Zay Flowers.
And Herbert has one of the best deep balls in the league, probably the best. So why wouldn't you go get a Jordan Addison or a Zay Flowers or a Jalen Hyatt who can take the top off the defense and Herbert can just launch it to him? That was the problem with that pick, but yeah.
So what I want to look at is I want to look at your favorite. Like I want to go team by team.
Oh wait, we did. Oh yeah, we'll go to the Lions first because we did say we would go over them.
Okay. I'm actually gonna. I'll pull those
I love
up.
him. I love Brian Burke.
Well, do you here? We could pull this up via Line King, on Twitter. Give him his credit, but here are all the Lions picks. Starting from the top.
Okay, yeah, we'll start from the top. Gibbs is a guy that I like. He is, I think, my 15th, 16th, 17th ranked player, something in that range on my big board. I've been a big fan of Gibbs for a while now, and I definitely think that he can be good and but it's just not a position they needed, and it's not a position of value. And I don't know if it's definitely a reach.
Running
But
back, in my opinion, you should definitely be plus on. Like, you should be taking the 15th rated running back at 30. You should never be taking the 15th rated running back at 12.
yeah, if you're not going to get that guy at 25, it's not worth it to get them at all. Is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Could have taken Bijan at 6, and that
Yeah,
would have made a lot more sense.
They were clearly in love with Gibbs
No.
because they
Well,
said
yeah.
they went out and said that they would have picked him at 6 if they couldn't.
But to me, there's such a huge gap between Bijan and Gibbs, which is no disrespect to Gibbs.
I think
Bijan's
they're
that
two
good.
different players, though.
Yeah.
They are.
I just
For
think
sure.
that
I
Well,
think
really liked Gibbs a lot.
Jameer Gibbs is DeAndre Swift if he could stay healthy.
Exactly.
He's
He's
that
exactly
exact player if he could
That's
stay healthy.
That's why the pick confused me so much because
That's why it's so unnecessary because you had Swift.
you have
Well,
the
Swift he was constantly out. He started out last season. He was phenomenal. He was like really like playing like a top 5 running back until he got hurt, and then he just like fell off the face of the earth. And then Jamal Williams just completely took over, and he stayed
Stud.
like that.
my issue with the pick is just that
It's at 12.
when you're picking a running back that high, if you really want to, they have to be a workhorse running back, and I don't think that Gibbs is a workhorse running back.
Look at Jack Campbell now.
Jack Campbell, he's a Detroit player. He's a Detroit type. I think he fits Detroit.
I don't think he's much better than Alex Anzalone.
That one was
That's
bad.
what I was about
That
to
one was
say. I
really
don't think.
I think he fits our system though. I think he like
Yeah, but
like,
where are you going to play? Okay, if you look at it this way, you have two guys there. You have Alex Anzalone, who you just paid, so you want to play him, and then you have Malcolm Rodriguez, who the guys that in the Lions front office are pretty high on, and the fan base is pretty high on.
Yeah, but he wasn't phenomenal. He wasn't like a guy like
But
irreplaceable.
I still think that
I know. I disagree with that pick too. I disagree with that. I don't understand it.
I just think
maybe he'll come off the. I don't know. I mean, I don't.
Campbell would fit better in Anzalone's role. And
He's a pure off-ball linebacker.
Yeah.
But the Lions have to know something. If they picked him at 18, they have to have a role for him. Something
To
like
me-
again, like we don't know until we see him
that
play.
seems like a Dan Campbell pick, not a Brad Holmes pick. Because Brad
To
Holmes,
me,
I usually agree with a lot.
if you take Branch at 18 and Campbell at 48, I think that just makes more sense.
Yeah,
If
but
you just-
but it doesn't matter because they got both of them.
Yeah,
True.
they got Branch at 40.
But I'm saying like the story of the Lions draft to me is good player, bad value.
That's
Brian
actually
Branch.
exactly it, yeah.
Sam Laporta did not make any
Besides
sense to me
Branch.
because Michael Mayer got picked right after.
Yeah,
They like him. That's
Oh,
all.
yeah, exactly. It's not about what the like media likes. It's about what Dan Campbell likes. It's not. They pick players for their system and they pick like it doesn't matter what anybody.
Yeah,
else
but there's not one thing that Sam Laporta has shown he's better than Michael Mayer at.
They think that they can make
his-
Sam Laporta better than Michael Mayer. That's That's why. Why do you think the Colts took Richardson over Levis? They think they can make him better.
It's
That's
because
why-
Richardson is already better than Levis. Richardson,
Well,
No,
that's
he's not.
Richardson-
No, he's not.
Richardson has the
I think
highest.
he is.
No,
man.
Richardson has the highest floor as a quarterback in the draft.
And the lowest. No, whoa, what are you
No,
talking?
Not the
about?
highest
What are you-
ceiling.
Yes,
maybe
highest
I think he has
ceiling,
the lowest
floor.
floor.
He has the lowest.
Well, because
floor.
I think-
because he already has that running.
You're
that
saying
you know,
he could be Justin Fields at minimum.
If you
at
look
minimum.
at if you look at
Yeah.
his film in college, he was not impressive.
but he was.
I want to
sometimes.
stay. I want to stay away from Richardson because I'm so biased towards him that I feel like my take wouldn't be fair.
He was
So-
not great in college,
Yeah,
but he's just a freak. He's just a
Hey,
insane talent.
six games. He's a Heisman. 6 games. You want the backup in the game. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So Anyway.
Brian Branch is a great pick for the Lions.
Yeah, I mean Branch is a guy that I had top 10 in the class, and it just really shows that the NFL just doesn't value slot corners, which
makes
is
no sense.
pretty crazy for how good of a player Branch really is. So I mean, and he really is this very similar to CJ Gardner-Johnson. So I don't really know about. But CJ Gardner-Johnson is on a 1-year deal,
Right.
so I guess that makes
Runs-
sense.
And I feel like you can't pass up on him at 48.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
values, most of these picks are bad value. Brian Branch is so good.
I'd like to talk about Hendon Hooker though.
Yeah.
Weird
I-
pick.
I like the pick, but the one thing I'm concerned about is how Jared Goff's going to handle it. Jared Goff's never had to go through competition before. This is going to be his first competition as a quarterback. All through the Rams, he never really had competition. Lions, he never had competition.
It's Goff's job to lose.
Yeah, but can you argue that they literally just picked Hendon Hooker to try to motivate Jared Goff to play to a higher standard?
No,
Yeah,
but it might make him play worse. It might make him play worse.
But if he does, now you got Hooker.
I think that's a bad
Hooker-
take.
I don't think you got to mess up what was going on last year. I think
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's a weird pick to me. That's my whole thing.
I feel like you might mess with him because he's never had to deal with it.
Yeah, I don't like Hooker.
It's a thing. Rams. He was the first overall pick. He's never really had to go through anything like that. Detroit. He had never had competition. Now you're giving him a competition. You know, he might be that type of guy where he's like he thrives under it, but we've never been able to see that. So
Who's
Tennessee offense is so not translatable to the NFL.
Yeah,
To
not at
me,
all.
that any quarterback that comes, that's why I'm a Giant fan. So Hyatt, when people saw him going so high, I didn't want to take him high, but we got such good value out of him. But that whole Tennessee offense isn't translatable to the NFL.
no, but Hyatt is one of those guys that is translatable because he has that breakaway speed.
Yes, but that's why I liked him at 73, 4.
Yeah. Who's the defensive tackle they took at 96?
No idea.
Do you know?
I do know Anthony.
Wait. There's some guy that we got from like William and Mary or something like that. I think that was him. It's some
okay.
like random college. I've
Do you
never heard
know?
of
Do you know Green?
Yeah, Antoine Green is a guy that I actually liked a lot, and I think he should have gone on earlier day 3. Yeah, and he's a receiver from UNC who really didn't get that much production or that much time because of Josh Downs, and they're very similar players and they play very similar roles. But he's honestly when he was on the field, he played almost as good as Downs did. So I'm pretty high on him, and I think he could end up being a solid role player for long.
Yeah,
he could for him that needs more depth for sure.
he could totally be good. Now you look at a team that had, in my opinion, a really great draft.
Yep, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh my, I love our picks, bro. Shane's just a really good drafter to me. I trust him.
But you don't know that.
I trust him,
Yeah,
and I trust Dable and Shane.
I mean, it's pretty consensus picks. I mean, if you like John Michael Schmitz in the first round, he falls to you in the second round. That's pretty easy to take him.
Bro, rounds 1 through 5 we killed, and then 6 and 7 are just high upside guys.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, Trey Hawkins is a guy that is a pure athlete and didn't really show anything in college, but he's just, I mean, his RAS score I know is off the charts. So.
Yeah.
It's like
Deontay Biggs pick
same with Eric
is
Gray.
phenomenal to me.
Yeah.
I know you had to move up a spot to get him, but who cares? He's a guy that fits right into that Wink Martindale scheme instantly, and he's arguably CB1 already. That they need a corner. We need a corner.
I disagree. I definitely don't think he's. You're muted, by the way. I definitely don't think he is cornerback 1. I'm just kidding. I don't think he's.
Adore?
Yeah, definitely, no doubt. And then you have McKinnon.
It's hard to say right now, especially when a guy's just coming.
He hasn't played a snap, but
Yeah.
But I think Schmitz is already a top 20 center in the league.
he's your center. He's our starting center day 1.
Yeah, I mean, he's the starting center, but that's not saying much on the guy.
Right. It's over Bredesen.
Really Price. gave us.
I saw him mocked at 25 to the Giants a couple times. So getting them down here.
Yeah, it was really just because of the positional value, and centers just aren't really. They don't take them high unless it's Linderbaum.
Right. And
Yeah,
Jalen
he's
Hyatt.
amazing.
Jalen Hyatt. Dylan, what do you think about this one?
Hyatt's a guy that I really like, and getting him this late in the draft was really impressive. This was my favorite pick for the Giants, actually, not even the other two. But I think that, I mean, at this point in the draft, it's a guy that has a lot of upside and a lot of speed. And with a guy like Daniel Jones at quarterback, I think you needed to surround him with more guys, especially after you paid him that much. And guys tend to fall off after their contract year.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, surrounding him with more weapons, especially more speed, is definitely good. Hyatt, I mean, you said it that he was just running straight verticals in that Tennessee offense, but he was always open. So clearly he was doing something right.
To me, they're showing they're willing to trade up if they see a guy they like. That's what we're seeing at this Giants front office now.
I think that's.
Yeah,
I think
new front offices love to do that. They love to go and get their guy, and it's a great.
I like it because we weren't giving up too much, in my opinion. It's fair.
We jumped from 89 to 73.
Yeah, we were giving him very fair packages. Deontay Banks, what we give him, a 5? Like, if you see someone, ensure that you get him.
I'm never a big fan of really trading up one pick. My only problem with the Deontay Banks pick is I actually think that maybe would have rathered a press corner in that heavy blitz scheme with Wink Martindale, and Joey Porter is really that guy.
Yeah,
but
Porter's
Banks definitely offers you the speed that Porter does, and I think Banks has more upside than Porter. Banks is a pure athlete.
Do you know any of the other guys from 5 to 7 other than Trey Hawkins?
I know Eric Gray.
Yeah, Eric Gray's a stud.
Yeah, another guy that I was considering wanting the Bengals to draft. They ended up getting Chase Brown, who's a guy that I actually like. But Eric Gray's an athlete, and he could definitely be good. But yeah, those Oklahoma running backs have proved to do something for the Bengals. So that was really the reason that I wanted the Bengals to grab him.
The last pick I want to talk about in the draft is a nice day 3 pick that right over here. One named Stetson Bennett.
Oh yeah, a lot of quarterbacks wanted this, and we could talk about that
too.
So
many, it was bizarre.
Or maybe 14, and one of them being Sean Clifford in the 5th.
He wasn't even the last one.
He was one of the first 7 to go.
What round did they pick Clifford? Was it the 5th?
Fifth.
Yeah,
I mean, that was. The Packers ended up having a really, really good 7th round. They had 4 picks in the 7th round, and they were all players that I actually
upside. A lot of upside out of them.
Oh, Connor, what do you think about the Packers 7th rounders?
Oh yeah, I know a lot about
him. I would not be surprised if Stetson Bennett started a game this year. That's just
I don't even hate Stetson Bennett. I don't know. He was great at Georgia. I know he's old, but I don't think he deserved to be undrafted. And I like him on the Rams. I think he's gonna be a good backup. I don't think he'll be a starter in the league, but he'll be one of those higher backups in the league. I think
they got some dogs in that locker room, in that quarterback room.
Yeah. They don't. They have Stafford was their only QB under contract until this, so they definitely.
No, I'm saying they got some Georgia Bulldogs in that. QB.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and no, I could definitely see Bennett just being thrown in there one game and
no, he definitely will. He definitely
don't do him like Malik Willis, bro.
Stafford's
not making it through a 17-game season. Yeah,
bro, don't throw him to the wolves like Tennessee did with Willis. Then you just break a guy.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for episode 3 of the full podcast. We'll hopefully get another one out to you for the end of this week. My plan for this week is to get out some draft grades with Dylan. I'm gonna get out the UFC 288 predictions. I'm gonna post the video. I'm gonna plan on posting the game show video with Matthew, and plan to get another podcast out. Looking around 3 or 4 videos this week. Gonna post this down in the morning, and we'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow night. Have a great one.